What's going on, guys? Flick here, and welcome back to another episode of the FIFA 16 West Ham career mode. And today's episode is actually going to be the second to last episode of Season 2. If you guys are excited for the season finale, make sure to leave a like down below. And also, in regards to your press conference questions, I'm going to be saving them all for one massive press conference in the final episode of Season 2. But we've got a lot of stuff to get through today. First off, we're going to be simulating this match against West Brom. It got delayed a little bit in the last episode, so we'll start things off by simulating that. And then a big EuroLeague fixture against Lazio. We won the previous match 3-2, and now we've got to make sure that we win this match to get through to the final. Moving on into May, we're going to have this match against Newcastle away from home, and then a match against Arsenal at home. They're in the top 4, so they're going to be some tough opposition for us in this episode. But we're also going to get into the squad report, see some of the player growth. But before we get into the squad report, we're going to simulate this match against West Brom. They've lost 2 and won 1 in their last 3 games. And we do have a second team for this game because, of course, we just played that EuroLeague fixture. And hopefully this team is going to be enough to get the result. It's at home. And our second team is still pretty solid. We got a lot of solid players in there. Traore getting the opening goal for us. And they pick up a red card. Things looking very good for us here in the second half. We can get one more. That should seal the deal as we get into the last 15 minutes of the game. Can we hang on for the 1-0 win? And yes, we do. We get the 1-0 victory against West Brom. That's another crucial 3 points to add to the Premier League total. And if you have forgotten from the previous episode, here's a look at the Lazio lineup. No major changes from the previous game that we played. And again, I'm really concerned about this striker. I'm not sure what his rating is going to be. And I'm currently scouting him out. So hopefully by the end of this episode, we should have a better idea of his rating. Nicely done, and we have the through ball opportunity. De Vrij absolutely got wrecked, but they're going to keep going on the counterattack. Not sure why the ref did not call that one back, but now again, Parolo on the ball. He's going to cross it in this time, and we're going to clear it away. Let's get this out. Come on, boys. Clear this out. No, how do they keep it? Oh my goodness. Felipe Anderson with the diving header. Incredible save by Arrizabalaga, but they end up getting the goal. We just couldn't get it out of our own half. Every header was going in Lazio's way. And who's that? Ravel Morrison getting the goal there? And it is Ravel Morrison scoring on his former team. That's a heartbreaking one to concede. We need to get on the attack and score some goals here. Dimitri Payet sending this one in for us. Can we score on a set piece? That would have been ambitious, but Mauro Zarate off the post. Oh no. Oh, Riedewald, what a steal. He sees Mauro Zarate and he's on sides with the keepers coming out. Marchetti comes out in the clutch. Mark Noble, we can maybe get on the counterattack here as long as the ref doesn't pull the whistle. Payet, what are you doing? He's getting in the path of Griezmann, and we had a chance there. We go into halftime 1-0 down. Technically, we would advance if things stand as is, but I'm really afraid Lazio is going to get another goal on us. And here are the halftime stats. Lazio absolutely dominating us. 7 shots, 3 on target, 55% possession. We've got to change things somehow in the second half or either play an immaculate defensive performance. Parolo on the ball here. He's going to play it over the top. Can we get to this? No, Kondreva does an absolutely incredible job to set that one up. Arrizabalaga holding strong in the back. He's going to have a good second half if we want to advance to the final. Oh, Kondreva plays an immaculate through ball to Perea, and it's 2-0. This is not good news. We have 30 minutes, and we need to get another goal back. And things are not looking like it's gonna go that way. We're gonna make some substitutions, bringing on some fresh legs, and hopefully we can catch them on the counterattack. But that is not good. Perea scoring a goal for Lazio there. Here are the substitutes we have coming on. Magellan, Antonio, and Goretzka. It's a controversial move bringing off Zarate, but I do want to make sure he's rested for the Premier League games, and Antonio's been in good form, so I think that's a good substitution. There we go, good through ball play to Magellan, already making an impact on this game. He's going to cut inside, get inside the box here, maybe can get dragged down. Oh, he's still on it here. Magellan just has to finish it. Joaquin Magellan. Oh my goodness, what a save by Marchetti. He played incredible in the previous game despite letting in 3 goals, and now he's holding a clean sheet and playing out of his mind. This is good. Antonio, Goretzka, now to Griezmann. Please do something, Antonio. I need you to score for me right here. The finesse shot on the near post, and that's in the back of the net. That is a clutch goal right there. And if things stand as is right now, we will be advancing. 10 minutes left, and Antonio gets the goal. What did I tell you guys with the substitution? Well, guys, I don't actually believe that result. We don't manage to win in our home leg, but because we showed up offensively in the away leg, we're going to be advancing due to the away goal differential. And Lazio played an incredible game. They might be our toughest test thus far in the EuroLeague, and they might end up being the toughest team we'll end up playing altogether, depending on who won the other leg between Leverkusen and I think Saint-Etienne. Well, let's check that out, see who will be playing in the final. And it looks like Bayer Leverkusen won their half of the semi-final fixture, so they will be our opponent in the final of the EuroLeague. In all honesty, the teams that we played before, I'd rate above Bayer Leverkusen, so I'm not trying to sound cocky, but I think we've gotten through harder opposition. We're going to be pitted against Newcastle United for our next match in the Premier League. Of course, these matches are going to be big for us as we get down to the wire and try to get into the top 4 of the Premier League by the end of this season. We have to start right here, making a couple of changes to the team, bringing on Samuelson at the right mid position and Iheanacho as our right striker. This, of course, is going to be a big game for Mauro Zarate as well. He's currently 1 behind Karim Benzema for being the joint top goal scorer. We'll see if he can net 2 and take the lead. And here is the Newcastle lineup. Looks like they've added Icardi to their team, which is a pretty good striker for them. They're going to be dangerous. Also, a couple changes in their defense. Elliott's going to be their keeper. Oh, can we get back to this? That's a good foul by Samuelson. In all honesty, that was a fantastic foul. I'd rather give him a free kick than have him a chance from right there. Sissoko's going to be taking it, though. Or is he? Wijnaldum is going to take it, and Arrizabalaga with the save. Let's clear that one out of there. Nicely done. Erkin, and they still have it, though. It's Janmaat. This may just be an extended highlight. That one cleared out. Well, we're at halftime, and it has not been a very eventful first half. Newcastle has held strong defensively, and I just realized they signed Nkulu as well, which is a good signing for them. They've had a couple of shots, and they're holding possession, but as long as we keep creating chances, we can maybe get it by Elliott and get a couple of goals. We really don't have too much to pass through, do we? McVana playing it out wide, and it's going to be Erkin moving up the pitch. We know he can have a long shot, and he might just do just that. That took a deflection. I'm not sure if that would have tested Elliott had it not taken a deflection. This is all right. Orfa playing it through, and it's going to be Griezmann of all people finding a position, and he's going to shoot, and he misses. What was that for a shot, Antoine Griezmann? That is the weakest shot I've seen all day. Nah, how did they win that header? Come on now. Don't you dare score on me. Don't you dare score right now. Come on! That is such a BS goal to concede right there. We've been playing a good game, and suddenly Icardi just finds the through ball, and they finish it across Arrizabalaga, who's been making that save all game. We lose this one. Here are the stats, and as things stand, we're still 2 points behind Manchester City for the 4th place spot. Here's a look at the training, and Miazga as well as Traore going up in their ratings. Miazga to a 74, Traore to a 77. And finally, we'll get into a squad report. Arrizabalaga up +5 this season. We've been training him a lot, and it has paid off. He's got some incredible stats for an 81 rated keeper, only 22 years old as well. And we'll quickly go through everyone else so you guys can take a look at their stats. If anyone does stand out, I might take a second to just check out his stats a little bit more and go into a little bit more of an extensive look at his stats. But as you can see, a couple players are unhappy, so we'll have to sell them off next year. I'm mostly talking about Erkin, which isn't a big deal. We can find a better replacement, and Aaron Cresswell, of course, is playing well. Just want to make sure we do have enough people at that left back position. But that's going to bring an end to the squad report. Iheanacho does want a new contract, and it's a big bump in his wages, all the way from $6 grand to 40 grand a week. However, he's grown a lot since we have signed him in the first season, so I will be offering him this contract. And I'm not sure what role he's going to play next year. I think he's still going to be an impact player coming off the bench. Our final match of the episode will be a big one against Arsenal. I'm giving Antonio the start because he's one of the few players in the team that are scoring goals right now, as well as Zarate, of course. But Arsenal's going to be some tough competition, but we are in front of our home fans. Hopefully they can cheer us on to 3 points and potentially, if Man City loses, a top 4 spot. Here's a look at the league table. Of course, Arsenal in that number 2 spot, in Manchester City has somehow managed to stay within the top 4. We just cannot seem to get a win whenever they do lose. Hopefully that can change here. I'm not sure who they're playing, but Arsenal, we need to focus on them in the first place because they are the top defensive team. We'll have a look and see how the Arsenal team has changed since the start of career mode. And this lineup doesn't see too many switches, but as you can see, David Luiz is on the bench. as well as Pjanic. So they've got a couple of big transfers sitting there on the bench. They'll probably be brought on at some point. Alexis Sanchez, Young's gonna get a piece of it, and Alexis somehow keeps the ball. He's gotta be crossing this. No, he's gonna have a shot on the near post. That is ambitious. But Arrizabalaga up to the task. No way. No way. Alexis Sanchez getting the opening goal for Arsenal. Of course they do. You know, to be fair, Alexis is a pretty highly rated player, so he can really do that kind of stuff, but that's a very unlucky goal to concede. We defended it well on the cross, but you can't be giving Alexis a free opportunity like that. Reed tried to get the block in, unable to do so. Here we go. Over the top through ball. This is a good chance for us. One more time, and it's going to be Griezmann. Can he finish this? Left-footed, gets it by Petr Cech. Antoine Griezmann stepping up when we need him to. And he gets it by one of the best goalkeepers in the game right there. Completely fooled him. Went in the near post, 1-1. It's Mesut Ozil. Mesut Ozil, the mastermind behind Arsenal's passing. Dribbling inside here. Just skimming by our defense with ease. Now he's going to have the shot that hits the post. No. Are you kidding me? He's offside. I was about to say, how did that not go in right there? And how do we not save it? Arrizabalaga really should have collected that in the first place. Just incredible scenes right here. The halftime stats definitely do tell that Arsenal has been the better team, dominating in every category, but we've been clinical with our few opportunities. Griezmann played well in this first half, and I'm expecting Zarate to step up in the second half. Good bit of passing here by the team. Aaron Cresswell, he can do something for us. He's gonna try to cross it in. Gabriel has a deflection. Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain clears it out. We're gonna keep it though. And Tep into Mark Noble. Good bit of passing thus far. Payet into Griezmann. He's gonna play it across to Zarate. He's gonna try to do a fake shot. Gets by one defender. Gonna cut inside. Does well to set this up. Oh my goodness, that took a deflection off Pjanic. Well, not much I can say about that game. A draw against Arsenal is a good result, especially looking at the statistics. But I really wanted to get a win there. We'll have to see how Manchester City did, see if we can gain any ground on them. But guys, I hope you did enjoy today's episode. If you did, make sure to leave a like down below. Subscribe if you're new to the channel. And until the next episode, this has been Flick. I'll be talking to you guys again soon.